All righty, excellent. Welcome everyone to the September 9th, 2025 meeting of the License and Ordinance Committee. Members present, myself, Kim Madden. I see David Lorman online as well as Charles Myers. We have a quorum. Any comments from citizens present? I don't see any, nor do I see anyone online. Anyone else? All right,
No.
Great. We'll move on to the approval of the minutes. Do members present have any additions or alterations they'd like to make to the minutes as they were published? I have none as well. We will accept then the minutes as they were published. Item number 1, under special events permits, we have the Middleton High School Spirit Night, September 17th, 2025 at the Middleton High School campus, 2100 Bristol Street. This is an application for a special event permit and amplified sound permit for band and the sound system between 3 and 10 p.m. Is this the first time they've had fireworks for this event in a while? I don't remember there being.
No, actually, they typically have had fireworks. It has,
Okay.
I think, jumped around from maybe like the Friday night game to now the Wednesday night game. But this is something that our fire department has consistently helped with planning to purchase the fireworks, secure, transport, manage, all of that for them.
Okay. Great. Charles, go ahead.
Staff, are you comfortable with this?
Yep, no significant change from prior years. From us, the only change is that it's much earlier than expected. This one did kind of sneak up. I did reach out to high school staff. It did put us in a little bit of a bind staffing wise for the parade, to not have as much advance notice. They were very receptive to that feedback though. So we'll be bringing in volunteers and officers to make that a safe event. I know in the past they've done some fireworks on the Wednesday and then also on the Friday before the game, or at least a couple for the anthem. I'm not sure if that was part of this or not on the review, but we don't have any concerns either way on the police side.
Okay.
And Laura, do you know, did they get that publication into the paper for this week?
So Tyree couldn't confirm. He said that was kind of passed along to his communications department, and I never received communication back, but I know that was the intent, was to get it publicized in the Middleton Times-Tribune, the fireworks, a notification about that in the Middleton Times-Tribune, and then on their social channels.
Is there a legal requirement for putting that in the paper?
I believe so.
Believe ordinance requires them to do it twice. Again, the lack of advance notice or planning was, I think, an issue there as well.
So they didn't even do it once.
They may not have. And I don't know would that be the applicant, not the fire district that's in charge of that then?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that in the special events, or is that in separate firework?
No, I found it when we were reviewing this a week or two ago.
The way I interpret the ordinance, at least, is it looks like they really aren't maybe meeting it. I guess I would leave that up to your legal interpretation, Matt. Fireworks 5:15 limit.
6B is the public notice.
Two times once at least 30, but no less than 20 days prior to the display, and the second at least 7, but no less than 3 days prior to the display. And yeah, that's going to be a bit of a. I mean, although, I mean, this is the special event permit, but that's going to be a problem for their fireworks permit.
And this is next Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, 17th is next Wednesday. So they had already missed the deadline for the first notification, if I'm understanding that correctly. And then they have time to get it in for the second if it was in today. But today is 7 days.
Yeah, they would have to they would have had to send it last week.
Right. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. For the deadline, for the paper, yeah.
As a condition of any permit use or fireworks. Says produce
Charles?
audible effect within 1,000 feet.
yeah, which would I mean, I remember when we put this in. I mean, the intent was that any large display would certainly require this public notice. But this fireworks permit would cover, much smaller fireworks.
So, Matt, I have a two-part question for you. The second part may or may not be necessary. The first part is, are we required to deny the permit application if it violates the ordinance?
Well, again, right now, technically, we're not considering the fireworks permit. Although that is I think we can approve the special event permit, but you just can't approve fireworks as a part of it without a valid fireworks permit. And I don't see how they're going to get that. I mean, technically, this body does not decide whether they get a fireworks permit or not, but
Okay.
Okay.
So would it be an amended motion, basically?
do we have did anybody?
Oh, no, we don't have a motion yet. Sorry.
No, we don't have a motion yet.
So, I mean, I guess,
Sorry.
I would make the motion to, assuming everything else is fine, to approve the special event permit. However, without fireworks, unless a valid, unless they can comply with the conditions of section 5.15 for a valid fireworks permit. Right now, we believe that they cannot, but
Would they be able to put mailers in mailboxes?
if
do
our
that?
ordinance allowed it. But this is a blanket condition that we've placed on all fireworks permits. And there's no exceptions. There's no. It's just what you have to do if you want to have a big fireworks display.
Right.
So unless the Common Council were to repeal this provision or create some exception by ordinance between now and then they could, but as it stands, I don't believe they can receive a fireworks permit. Or at least that I don't think they can put on a display without violating condition of this permit.
Right.
In that case, I'd move to separate the fireworks permit out.
Well, again, we're not specifically, the fireworks permit itself is not before us.
Okay.
It's the special event permit, but
Right.
part of the special event permit does encompass approval of fireworks as part of the permit, make sure they've got insurance and so forth. But
Would we make a motion to approve this, deny it, and then make a substitute motion to approve the special events permit without fireworks.
I would just make a motion to approve
Yeah.
Oh,
special event permit, except that fireworks may not be displayed unless in conformity with section 515,
oh, there you go.
the ordinances.
Thank you for
And
language.
I think we specifically tell them that that's a problem.
Right.
And that as of we sit right now, that we don't believe they can actually have the fireworks display.
Okay.
Unless they can prove they've served the notices. But
Well, and if they have and can demonstrate that, then the fireworks can move forward as planned, but
Mhm.
right. I mean, I just skimming over this, Laura, I mean, looking at the fireworks permit under 515, this and the input from the fire chief, this is otherwise you issue these or don't issue them, right? Or does
I do.
well,
Yeah, I issue the
issuance for
the license, yeah. And then they along with police, I think the ordinance says review the app.
right.
Yeah.
I believe police and fire, yes, and generally our fire department are very heavily involved in whatever display is before us. Typically, we review their expertise.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, just unless they have published those notices, they would be in violation of a condition of any permit. But as I said, I think if we just have the motion be approval, subject to needing to comply with section 5.15 of the city's ordinances for fireworks permits. And, I think that should satisfy. And then just the minutes and the communication of them specifically note that we believe there could be a problem with the sub 6B with public notice provisions.
I'll make that motion.
All right, Lorman will second that.
all right. And we have a motion and a second. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Well, hope there's a way for them to work that out. That's a shame. Moving on to licenses and permits. Item number 1, review of an application to amend the agent for alcohol beverage license held by Walgreen Company, 2010 Branch Street, to appoint Andy Britton, Fitchburg, Wisconsin, as the agent.
This one
Charles?
is just a standard change here. Yep.
Sorry, Madam Chair, did we, in my motion, include the application for an outdoor amplified sound permit for the band? Otherwise, we'd be considering this out of order.
No, they are the same
Okay, they're the same. All right.
item. But thank you for clarifying, yes.
There's a motion, so I'll second that for the liquor Walgreens.
So I think you're making the motion, David.
Oh, I'm making it? Okay, you made it. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Yep, that's all right. And I'll second that motion.
Okay.
There we go. Because yeah, this is just a standard change of agent, Lori, is that right? Okay.
Yep.
Great. Yep, seen these before. All right, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? None, motion carries. Ordinances. Item 1, the ordinance to amend section 7.15 related to issuance of outdoor amplified sound permits.
Yeah, so this basically allows the permit to be issued I was looking to see if we had the actual draft. I clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Allows the amplified sound permits to be issued as long by staff, actually by Lori now, as long as it meets the requirements.
So
I'm not
they
aware of
don't,
the, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I just wasn't aware of the history of what brought us to this change. Is it just a matter of streamlining some processes?
Yeah, I think it's a staff recommendation, and typically these don't really, if they meet the criteria, typically don't have much discussion at LNO. So it was, I think, deemed that having just staff approvals when they fall within the ordinance to be the way to deal with these and move them along.
And
Mhm.
currently we do that with private parties. It's just changing it so the commercial ones don't have to go to the LNO.
Okay.
Right.
So the only way someone violates an ordinance like this is they hold an event without just getting city approval, not even realizing the ordinance exists, probably.
Yeah.
Could very well happen, although is the ordinance in the packet?
It is.
The
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
one
the
that
marked
I
up draft is.
Yeah.
Well, no, right, but I had two drafts going. We had
Yeah, I attached the new one that
second
you
one.
sent,
It was
Matt.
okay.
Yeah. Changing it from PD. Yep, that's in there.
Okay.
So our fireworks discussion makes me just kind of think of this and ask a question. How do we notify the public if it's not on an LNO agenda that there are these permits being issued for amplified sound? Like, how do we, if we're not, say, going to go through that process with us, and then city staff just recognize it, like, how do the neighbors say, know that the school is gonna put on a big parade or fireworks display if it doesn't come? Like, do all amplified sound permits have to be published on the city's website? Is there a spot for that? Or how do we let the public know that there's going to be a loud event happening?
No, currently we don't notify anybody. I think our intent was if, or at least my intent is if they were still part of a special event, they would be part of that whole packet that Laura submits, right? If there was a big event and they're applying for the fireworks, the amplified sound, the liquor, all that as part of that special event, that would still come as that one package to you. It's just the random small ones like if it's commercial enterprise, it needs to go through LNO, but they're renting Lakeview Shelter still. But your neighbor Joe doesn't have to have his go through LNO to get approved, but the UW Health one does because they're a commercial enterprise, even though they're just like at Lakeview Park having a little bit of music for their picnic. It's just the smaller events.
Okay,
Um,
so big events, like, when Capitol Ice has a big
Yes.
fundraiser event or contest, or we have Good Neighbor Fest, all
Part
of
of
that.
the special event would still come through you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Laura submits that as part of that whole package when they're applying. They apply for all those different pieces. So that would still all come as that special event.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's no impact over event or fireworks. I'm just thinking of a couple recent examples of this. Some would be like Monk's Bar. They had a two-person band at their commercial establishment that came before you all.
Yeah.
There are a few that we do as a precaution, like I think even the Middleton Gators we bring before just because is it commercial, is it not? So we kind of err on the side of it. So that's what this would streamline. We already are approving many of these without coming to LNO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Sorry, I
appreciate
got
the
confused.
clar-
I see the right one is in the whole packet. I was going off the link on the agenda. That one's still linked to my.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So the one that is in the full packet is the one that
Yep.
hopefully you
Yep.
were all
Sorry.
looking at.
I thought I redid that one, but maybe I didn't.
Gotcha.
And then I was hoping we could have it, if you recommend council to suspend the rules, then we don't have to worry about bringing any amplified sounds to the next October meeting. I mean, I think it would still hit 2 council meetings though, wouldn't it? Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
Yes.
there still would be two.
it
Yes.
still would be 2, yeah. So I guess we probably don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Anybody have any other questions or discussion points?
Nope. Carlos?
Still need a motion. Oh,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles, go
Uh, uh, I move approval of the version of this amended ordinance that is included in the agenda packet, with a recommendation to council to waive the rules on the second reading.
Okay, Lorman will second that.
All right, great. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Ordinance number 2 to repeal and recreate section 16.02 related to state laws adopted for offenses against bodily security.
Yeah, this is just a kind of a cleanup. There have been some changes in the statutory references, and so this just brings our ordinances in line with the current statutory references.
Okay.
All right. Lorman will make a second for that motion stated.
One of us needs to make the
You
motion.
need to
so
make the
you're-
motion.
What? Is that the motion? What they've
Well, okay, I'll be happy to read it. I'd like to make a motion, the ordinance to repeal and recreate section 16.02 related to state law adopted for offenses against bodily security.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Aye, motion passes unanimously. We have reached the end of our published agenda. This meeting is adjourned.
Hi, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Good night. Chili and Felix.